What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tony, obviously, and got a Lakers video for you guys today. I'd like to preface this by saying I am not one to usually overreact to things that happen in the first 2 to 3 weeks in the regular season, because obviously the season started Tuesday. But these issues for the Lakers are ones that myself and others kind of predicted, but the degree that they've been occurring is slightly worrisome. Very worrisome for some. The Lakers have played 2 games thus far. A loss to the Golden State Warriors and a loss to the Phoenix Suns. They lost to Golden State by 7, Phoenix by 10, but the Phoenix game was the score was a lot closer than the play indicated. There was a vast stretch through the second half where the Suns were up like 20 plus points. There's plenty of issues that I'm going to touch on, but I guess primarily I will start with the construction of this team as well as the rotations that Coach Frank Vogel is putting out there on a nightly basis. For one, the big thing, obviously, the Russell Westbrook trade. Personally, I can understand why the trade was made, but I personally think that there were better options. Buddy Hield is the one that comes to mind because they were going to make that trade for Buddy Hield. He would have fit this team a lot better than Russell Westbrook. And the acquisitions that they acquired in free agency, older veterans, supposedly three-point shooters, defenders, a little bit of both. Some youth, Kendrick Nunn, Malik Monk, kind of wild cards. But the big thing about this team is that there is no floor spacing big man other than Anthony Davis, which is a huge problem in today's league. For those of you that may not know, Anthony Davis is a 6'10", 6'11", power forward, could play center, prefers to play power forward. No big deal if you have a center that can space the floor with him, especially you have guys like LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, not really great shooters, like to attack the rim. So a floor spacing 5 would obviously space the floor, allow driving lanes, driving kicks, stuff like that. Obviously, as I just said, the Lakers don't have a floor spacing big. So they, instead of starting Anthony Davis at the 5, which they should be doing in this scenario, they're starting DeAndre Jordan at the 5. DeAndre Jordan doesn't space the floor, isn't a good perimeter defender, doesn't offer much on offense, isn't really what he used to be as a rebounder. Let me just put it this way: he was on the Brooklyn Nets last year. The Brooklyn Nets last year needed interior defense. The Brooklyn Nets now, to this day, still need interior defense. DeAndre Jordan didn't start for them in the playoffs. He didn't really get many minutes in the playoffs, and now he's starting for this Los Angeles Lakers team. That should tell you all you need to know. I see too many lineups from Frank Vogel that include Russell Westbrook and Rajon Rondo, Dwight Howard and Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard and Russell Westbrook, Dwight Howard and Rajon Rondo. The lack of a floor spacing big, huge. And it doesn't help that your backup point guard also can't really shoot the ball well. The Lakers are missing Trevor Ariza, Kendrick Nunn. They are missing Wayne Ellington. Those are all pretty good shooters. So, I mean, hopefully they'll get them back. But moving on to shooting as a whole, I'm going to pull up a little screen cap for you here. The first one is the points per game for the Lakers this year. As you can see, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, 1 and 2, both over 27.5 points per game. And then you see the severe drop-off to Carmelo Anthony, not even 13 a game. You can't have that. You can't have that. This team obviously doesn't shoot the ball well. Russell Westbrook isn't what he once was as a driver, finishing at the rim. He's actually been pretty below average. Well, he's worse than you think attacking the rim the last 5 years. And then on the three-point shooting, this is three-point shooting. You never want LeBron James to lead your team in 3-point attempts and 3-point makes. And obviously, he's 10 of 20, which isn't horrible. He's made 5 each game. That's not a consistent theme you want going forwards and towards the season. And obviously, as you can see, or if you didn't know, the Lakers are 0-2 this season. Melo, 6 for 10, isn't horrible. Bazemore, 3 for 11, not good. 3 for 8 from Monk. Russell Westbrook, that 0 for 7. We'll get to Russell Westbrook a little later. This team just isn't a good shooting team, and obviously, like I said, the injuries that they have, hopefully when they come back, they'll be a little better shooting the ball wise, but for right now, it's not looking too good. Moving on, kind of the little elephant in the room here, Russell Westbrook. I alluded to it a little earlier. Buddy Hield would probably solve 90% of this team's problems right now. Buddy Hield, obviously catch and shooter, bit of a creator on offense, but he obviously is known for his lights out shooting. Russell Westbrook, the express opposite. I'll throw up a few clips. The first one shown, they actually called that an offensive foul. Still not a good shot to begin with. Second, just not a good shot. Russell Westbrook, I'd argue, should probably come off the bench. He's shooting horrifically, and obviously, as I said earlier, the floor spacing is something to note. Well, the lack of floor spacing is something to note. It's hard to say that all the blame is on him because it's a new system, 2 games in. I don't think Frankfurt was using him right. They need to put him on the floor with actual shooters or people that can threaten to shoot, and we're not getting that. I'd say you come off the bench, just put guys around him that can shoot. The defense has been horrible. In addition to that, you lose guys like Danny Green, KCP, Montrezl Harrell. Oh, Montrezl Harrell isn't that good of a defender. He gives effort though. But you lose guys like that, and they don't have the defense. They look very slow on defensively. Watching the games is kind of rough. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not totally off board of the Lakers. I mean, you get 2 of the smartest players in the NBA. You got LeBron James, you got Anthony Davis. I can only hope that they'll make something happen, make some changes. I don't know if heads have to turn not front office, coaching staff wise, even players. Maybe trade some. I mean, Buddy Hield's still out there. He's looking currently for a trade, but something has to happen for this Lakers team, or I do not think, if they even make the playoffs, that they'll go far. Obviously, I just posted 2 videos ago. They could be championship contenders. Not looking like that so far through 2 games. Something needs to happen. That's all I'm going to leave it as. I know that was a lot of rambling there, but if you guys liked the video, hopefully the next video will be a little more concise. I got something kind of special for you guys Wednesday. You'll see it then. If you like the video, if you like the channel, subscribe. Always helps. You can follow me on Twitter here at 4QTony. A lot of content there. Get updates for the channel, stuff like that. But other than that, I'll see you guys. Peace.